thing is, I like doing about the CV sins. It's not just about the CV. I like to do a little bit about, what type of, what type of things that you can do to help you along the way. Now, my background started slightly different than what I'm actually doing here now. I'm from the northwest of England, if you can tell by my accent, and I started off as an apprentice electrician at the age of 16. And it wasn't for me. I hated the cold, and I decided I needed to get out of there. So I went into hospitality and travel and tourism, lived in Spain for 10 years, where I worked my way up into Thomas Cook and different organizations like that. Bought the buzz of training, development, new people coming across, and came back to the UK and started doing strategies and training development for many, many global companies. Came across to Ireland in 2013 after meeting my wife in Lanzarote, and moved into a company in Dublin. And then in 2022, I joined Dan Potts, who's the CEO of the company, in 2022 to be part of the Career Coach family. I don't know if you know anything about the Career Coach, but we're actually a franchise. So I was the first franchisee of the Career Coach. We now have franchises all across Ireland, as well as in Italy, Germany, Spain, California, and soon to be New Zealand and Australia as well. Okay. Little things about what we do are the programs that we have. Depends on what you are in your career. Either if you're a job seeker, if you're looking for your next challenge, your next role, or if you're looking to do something within your career for progression as well. Okay, career strategy. Does any of you out there have a strategy within your career? If so, anyone, hands up? Got one? Okay, just one. Okay, it's so important. It's not just about getting your CV ready and applying for roles. It's about what things are you going to do to actually put something in place to actually get where you're looking to go. It's about like the recipe of success. Effort without strategy is a fail. Strategy without effort is a fail. But if you put both strategy and effort together, you're going to succeed in anything that you do, okay? Why you need a career strategy? It's important, like you get clarity. You get focused, the adaptability, and you're ready to action for these things when you need to go. The workforce out there, I don't know if you know this, but we're probably about 7 or 8 weeks left that you can get a job for the rest of this year, with holidays and the Christmas coming up and things that don't happen. So you've got to get focused. You've actually got to get things in the idea, what it is that you're looking for, specifics, target the roles that you're going for. Do I need to be trained? Do I need to get things ready to get the role that I deserve? Okay? SWOT analysis. Hands up who's done a SWOT analysis before or have heard of it. Quite a few of you. Excellent. Have you done it for your career though? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. That's great. Like your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. I hate to say this, your threat is every single one of you in here. They're your competition. His dad's out the back. But it is. You come up with a job club, which is great. Job club, but an expo with all companies out here, you're up against competition against every single one of them out there looking for them roles. So the threat is you. Okay, your weaknesses. What things is it that you need to improve on? It doesn't mean that you're terrible at something. Do you need to be retrained? Do you need to be reskilled for something that you're doing? Okay, your strengths. If you don't know what strength it is, how does the prospective employer know what you're good at? It's like saying, if you're a salesperson, so what you're good at? Well, if you don't say sales, then there's a red flag somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And opportunities. Look for your opportunities every single where you can. Through the job boards, the online, LinkedIn is massive. Everywhere. Go walk in. The world today is everything's quicker, faster, smarter. Email this, email that. What's wrong with picking up the phone and actually ringing somebody? The old school way, which I was brought up, it makes such a difference when people receive, because no one gets calls anymore. Ring the people. Okay. Next thing, you're understanding your skills, your transferable skills, things that you can do. Like the previous lady was saying, Ask if there's something that you're looking to do. You know, improve within the role that you are. Is there other things that you can be doing? Can you be trained up on? The transferable skills are the way that you're going to help you get the next role that you're looking for. Who's heard of SMART? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Has anyone done this before? Anyone with the, yeah, one or two. Now this is the way that you're setting your goals, the things that are going to help you where you need to be, okay? Do you know how long and how wide it is that you're going to get for the role that you're looking for? Is it measurable? Am I precise in the way that I'm able to get where I want to be? Is it achievable? You know, realistic? Time-bound? Like most people have a SMART and when they do it, but they get all the way to the R, but don't put a time on it. It's like you need to be able to hold yourself accountable for certain things. If it's like, all right, I'm going to be this, I know what I'm going to do, I have to do it. However, I'll get to it. If you put 2 weeks, if you say, right, I'm going to get this done within 2 weeks, the time bound, the time can be moved. It can be achieved. You can do all different types of things with it. However, if you hold yourself accountable for certain things, you're going to achieve the things that you're looking to do, okay? Explore different industries in your roles as well. Don't be head-picked into the role that you've been doing, or been doing this for 10 years, and this is all I know, this is all I can do. No, there's other skills, these transferable skills, other industries that you can do to help you move into a different area. If you get fed up of what you're doing, you know, there's something that you can change. There's always new things, new technologies to learn, develop, to improve on. Networking, absolutely key. You've all come here today. That's a start. This is your opportunity to network with other people, other industries, businesses, career coaches, whoever it may be. Utilize this time. Don't just think of LinkedIn as your networking, okay? Because your network is your net worth, okay? The more you mingle, more you network, more you have ability to chat with other people, other businesses, the more opportunities that you could open up in the future, I mean. The what, the why, and the how. Okay. These are the questions that you should always be asking yourself to help you move forward and strive in the industries that you're looking for. How am I going to get there? What am I doing I need to do? And why am I the best candidate for this role? These are all the sort of things that the employers are going to be looking for with you. Mostly the how. Because they could get 20, 30 other people applying for the role, similar skill sets as yourself, but it's the what difference you're going to make is going to elevate you above everybody else. So within your CV, which you'll talk about, is quantify your achievements. Don't just have it down how good you are. I mean, don't just have it down that you can do. Have it down how good you can do it. Okay, that leads us on to the CV then. What is a CV? Does anybody know what a CV is? Hands up, shout, whatever. What's a CV? Yes, that's what we know. But what is it?
It's a document showing your skills and experience that are industry relevant.
Yeah, true as well. But even more simpler than that. Yeah, it's a sales document. It's basically a sales document. The CV's designed not to get you a job. It'd be great. There's your CV. Brilliant. Hired. That would be fantastic, but it doesn't work like that. Your CV's designed to get you an interview for a job. That's all the purposes it's for. So the basic, most best CV are the ones that are so simplest to look at by somebody who's going to read it. Okay? So that's where it's there. Why do we need one? Like we just said, it's to get you the foot in the door. It's to get you to the interview for the role that you're applying for. Okay? Has anyone heard of an ATS, application tracking system? Yeah, 1, 2, quite a few years. Basically, they're the computerized gatekeepers, okay, of the likes of LinkedIn, Indeed, Jobs.ie, or any company that has one of these in front of them when they're advertising a job, okay? However, I don't know if you know this, 75% of applications are not seen by a human eye. That's because the ATS is stopping it getting through, okay? Shocking statistic, but that's down to what's in your CV or the formatting or the way that it looks and appears to the computer. What do you think of this CV, anyone? Do you think it's a good-looking CV? Yes? No? There's some people have this type of CV? No? Okay. That's how it looks to an ATS. So that type of CV will not get through an ATS for multiple reasons. Because the font is out, pictures, all different things that are in there, that's what when it comes through an ATS it looks like. So if that ATS, if that company that you've applied for has an automatic response, you're going to get an automatic rejection within a few minutes, an hour. If it doesn't have that in it, it's like you've been ghosted. Like on your Tinder dates, looking like that. You've got no chance of getting a response, okay? The wrong format and the different CVs. Like we've had we've even had different people sending jobs to us, CVs to us, and we've had like recipes for biscuits. We've had, what was the latest one I had the other day? It wasn't the CV the person sent across, it was actually the review of his CV that he used a different career coach to actually do it. So he uploaded that, his review, instead of his actual CV. So making sure that everything is prominent in the direction, the way of your CV that people can read. Like this one here, it says, there is a bartender at a Bloody Mary. When it came through the ATS, all it was saying is his name was Bloody Mary. So it's different things like that. You have to make sure that it's aligned in the way and it's have the CV how you want it to look and appear to everybody else. Using the same CV for the same role. Hands up who applies with the one CV for every job that you go for. You used to. Why did you change? Because you were getting rejected. That's a good answer. No. Back in the day, the one shoe fit all approach. You've got to imagine how companies who are looking for their exceptional talent, recruitment is hard, recruitment is expensive. So they need to make sure that they have the right person. So a jack of all trades is gone. They want the master of one. So make sure that your CV is bespoke for the role that you are applying for. Okay? Keywords, making sure it's the right job titles, whatever it may be. Sending the wrong file. Hands up who sent something, went, oh God, what have I done? I shouldn't have said that. I went, oh my God, I've done it many a times, not thinking. But we get it all the time. Other recruiters get it all the time. So make sure you name the right file. Make sure you apply for the role with the right CV, the right document, or whatever it is they're requiring for. But believe you me, we've all been there, we've all done that. Okay. Naming the document the right way is the best thing that you can do. Okay. So have it if it's like going for the marketing executive position in the said name company, market that CV with that. At the very least, even if it's not formatted, even if it's not in the right way or whatever, it looks professional and it'll get people to have a look at it straight away. Even if it's not the best CV that you could possibly do, it will look professional if you mark your document in that way. Hands up who uses keywords in your CVs. Excellent. Excellent. Quite a lot of you. Like, keywords are important. Keywords are what the job requires mainly. The job description is the ideal candidate of that company you're applying for. So if you don't have what they require in your CV, why the hell should they look at you? So make sure you've got what they're looking for in your CV. It's common sense, really. But believe you me, so many people forget to do that. That's why bespoking your CV is massively important for getting success and getting interviews. Okay? Irrelevant personal information. Yeah, I'm a Pisces, I'm 50 years old almost, you know, things like that, I'm married. Do you think that's irrelevant to the role that you're going for? No, no one gives a damn. All they care about is your professional experience, so don't waste your time putting things on there that could give prejudice. Like, I'm living in Dublin, don't boo me for that, but I've seen people being turned away because they put South Dublin addresses and it's a North Dublin company that they're applying for and they've been discounted because they think, the travel time will be a nightmare for them. So don't put it in. Just put Dublin. You know, irrelevant information that you do not need to get in your CV because your CV, like I said, is to get you the interview, not the job. A poor CV. Okay. How many things there do you think are wrong with this CV? Now, this isn't a real person, by the way. If I was wondering of giving personal information out, it's just made up. But how many things there do you think are wrong with that? Show of hands. 3 things? 3? 4? 4 or 5? Any more than that? Higher than 5? Where are we at? Sorry. It's actually 8. In Ireland and the UK, we don't use a picture. We do in other countries, but here we don't use it. Full address is not needed. You just need to put where you are. A professional email. It's amazing how many people put nicknames that they've got put together by somebody who thought it was funny to do it, and you've had it since for the last 20 years when you're at uni or whatever. No, make sure it's a professional email. Date of birth, irrelevant. No one needs to know how old you are. Your marital status, not important. Your nationality, not important. Your gender, all these things are not important. And please make sure that it's a not personalized URL for LinkedIn as well. Make it professional looking. So there's 8 main things wrong with that one. CV sends. I'll let you have a look at that if you want to take a picture. Just have a look at that so you can see what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Let's have a look at it. Give me a few more seconds. You all took it? Okay, CV writing tips. Who uses ChatGPT? Right, hands up. I do, all the time. Right, for a CV, it's not the best thing, especially if you're coming across as all this and all that, and you do your cover letter, and you're all this and all that, and then you walk into an interview and it's completely different to the way that your CV's approached. It happens. People have been turned away and went, you're not the person. Straight away it screams that you haven't written that CV or the cover letter. Or it's, certain technologies or terminologies that haven't been used. Okay. A good CV should be structured in a way that its clarity is there to be seen and it's easy and straightforward. A good CV should be in chronological order, because once it gets through in ATS, your CV is read or judged, is a better word, by a human being, and you don't know what level a human is. It depends on the size of the company. It could be the owner, it could be a director, it could be HR, it could be a recruiter, it could be an intern. But everybody initially reads your CV within 6 seconds. 6 seconds to make an impact. 6 seconds to make sure that you're going into the yes pile for an interview, okay? You've got to imagine every application you go for, it's a game you're playing. You're up against other candidates, and the name of the game is to get you through to the yes pile, okay? So the easiest way for somebody to read something quickly is from top to bottom, okay? So it'll start off with the professional profile. The professional profile is your USP. Now, does anybody know what a heat map is? Heat map, okay. Heat maps are designed for an area where it's the hottest part of somebody listed. So when somebody's looking at a CV, it's on a laptop, it's where the cursor key lies. So it's where they're hovering it over. And the professional profile is the purple bit. It's the hottest part of your CV. This is the bit that people most read, okay? But what it also indicates is if they don't like what they read there, they don't bother what's ever underneath it. So this bit, the professional profile, is the most important part of any CV. It's the who, the what, the why, and the how. Who you are, what you're about, why you want to work in that industry, but most importantly, what value, what difference you can bring, okay? Then you can have your qualifications or your summary of key achievements, which either way that can go before that or underneath it. It makes no real difference for that. Then it's your key history, your work experience, okay? Your work experience. This is where you write about what achievements that you've done, not how you do the job, it's how well you've done the job. Okay, your key deliverables. And we say, right, 3 to 5 bullet points of key deliverables, things that are going to make you stand out. Because when somebody's reviewing your CV, judged your CV within 6 seconds, the things that stand out are the things that are going to go, ooh, he's done this or she's done that, and how have you done this? Wow, this. The wow factor, and because the scanning for certain things. So quantify your achievements. In any role, any business, whatever you've done in your career, there's going to be quantifiable deliverables that you've done, whether it's in sales, it's percentages, monetary sales, time saving, whatever it is, indicate how well you've done something, okay? Because them bullet points with the key deliverables are what people are going to be looking for and going to get you through to the next round. Does that make sense? Yeah, cool. Additional experience and languages. Additional experience. These are, if you're a data analyst, you just come out of, got your master's, you've got zero experience, I would be putting your project work as your experience. Your additional experience is if you've got a part-time job in Boots or something. All right, it's not your experience for the role, it's an additional experience for what you're doing, okay? And then your languages, obviously if you've got languages that are proficient, if you're multilingual, bilingual or whatever. The advert, right? The advert is the idea of the job advert itself and what you need to incorporate within your CV. So this is where you get the keywords from. So what's in the job advert is what you need to make sure is in your CV, within either in the embodiment of the bullet points or within the skills section as well. So this, again, is what's going to make sure that you get through. Your qualifications, your experience, your skills, the things that they're looking for. You know, qualified as an accountant. If you're going for an accountancy job, the first thing they're going to be looking for to see if you're a qualified accountant. If you have it right down at the bottom, they could have lost interest before they even seen that you're a qualified accountant. Okay. Your experience, make sure it's relatable to what they're looking for. Your skills, again, the skills section that they're requirement within the role, make sure it's within your CV. The hidden job market. Has everyone heard of this before? Does anyone know what the hidden job market is? I'll give you a clue. It's not a box where all jobs are in, right? Does anyone know? It's actually LinkedIn. I don't know if you're aware of this. 60% of jobs are not advertised. Only 40% are. So 60% are headhunted, either by internal or external companies. So irrelevant what you've got in your CV, you need to make sure your LinkedIn is up to date and optimized as best as possible. Have it how you want to be found. I've worked with many, I don't know if there's any sales and marketing people in here. They might have done marketing, got the masters, but they've been led into sales for the last 5 years, but they want to utilize their marketing degree. And they're getting lots of people who are interested in them and getting through connections through LinkedIn. But it's all sales jobs. And I was like, well, what are you advertising yourself as? Sales executive. I said, well, there you go then. You need to make sure what you want is on not what you've done. So it's because somebody's not going to know that you want to switch roles. You have to make sure you advertise the fact. And the fact is 60% of people are looking for you, so they have more time to go through, scrutinize everything. So where a CV is a highlight of your achievements, LinkedIn is more is more. The more you have about you that they need and they type in, the higher up the search bar you become, okay? So make sure that you optimize your CV, your LinkedIn to the best of its ability. Right, and this is the career survival kit. So if you have a look at this, you can take a picture of this as well. But the main, right in the corner, act, don't react. If you react, you're already too late. You need to act on the things that you need to be doing right now. Make sure that your CV is up to date. Make sure your LinkedIn's optimized. Make sure you're prepared for the eventuality that you're going to get an interview. Okay? That's the things that you need to be doing. Is that me? Sorry if it is. No. So yeah, your CV, your LinkedIn cover letter, understand your value, prepare your networking, and grow your mindset. Okay. Right, just want to briefly tell you a little bit about an AI tool that we've developed called the Career Navigator. It basically helps, once you've got your CV to a certain standard, it'll help you optimize it specifically to any role that you are going for, okay? So it'll help you get past the ATS. It'll give you the scorings that you require, because you need over 75% to get through an ATS, okay? Sorry, 65%. 65% to get through an ATS, so it'll help you out. It'll tell you what's missing. Where ATS is a black and white, you either have what you have, the requirements in the job description, or you don't. Where a human being can be like, well, it's open into interpretation, or it's similar, so you're able to do it. And ATS is no. So you either have it or you don't. This will give you the terminology that's missing, so it'll help you get through an ATS. Okay? And thank you. Like I say, it's really, really been lovely speaking with you today. We are outside there. If any of us want to talk to us, me and the rest of the team, we've got different packages, different things, whether you're a job seeker, whether you were looking for a career change or looking to make a progression within your company, we do it all. If you scan that QR code, it gives you €100 off one of our packages. So if anybody's interested in career development, job seekers looking for a new job or progression, or even executive coaching, you get £100 off today. Okay, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time.